Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This video is our first preview and early details for NCIS Season 17, Episode 20, which looks as though it is going to be the finale. It may not have been intended to be the finale originally, but this is where we are now.
Yeah, obviously with everything going on in the real world right now, a lot of productions have shut down. Pretty much everything is shut down. NCIS is one of those shows that is shut down, and they got to episode 20. They've completed episode 20, and Brian Dietzen has said on Twitter that this is it. This is what they got. They've got to 20 out of the 24, and this is where we are.
So with that in mind, we will talk a little bit about what we know about this episode right now, when it could air. There's not an official press release. They didn't put a promo out there, but we've got at least a few details we can sort of hand down to get you excited for what I think is going to be an interesting and maybe emotional episode. And great Scott, Christopher Lloyd is appearing. But if
yes,
you guys...
he is. As a 95-year-old, and he's only 81, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, well, if you guys do like this discussion, remember to give us a like, subscribe, and also ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. Jess and I have already done a full reaction to tonight's episode, complete with all sorts of heist shenanigans. I highly suggest you look at that.
We'll link that for you below.
Absolutely. Okay, so this episode is entitled The Arizona, and according to the Futon Critic, it's going to be airing on the 14th of April, but that's just a projection. That's not necessarily confirmed, so sort of check your listings on that. It feels like that's when it could air. I don't know why you would keep one episode for a whole month or something.
Yeah, I think that it'll probably be around then, but yeah, nobody from the network has actually confirmed when it's going to be there, so check your local listings.
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date as soon as we hear something more, but...
Yeah, you can also check with us.
Yeah, and within this episode, I think we're going to have a story that is certainly going to be emotional in some ways, but it's also, I think, just going to be intriguing in terms of how it plays out. I mean, Christopher Lloyd is the big selling point here.
Absolutely, he's an icon.
Yeah, anytime we can make Back to the Future references on the channel, I highly endorse it.
Or the Addams Family. I loved him in the Addams Family movies.
Clearly, we each have our own Christopher Lloyd touchstones, and it's gonna be fun to see exactly how he factors in here. He is playing a 95-year-old. Mm-hmm. He is someone who survived what happened at Pearl Harbor. The Arizona, as the title, is a reference to the battleship, the USS Arizona, which was attacked in, and he is going to be determined to, basically, at least according to some of the reports that are out there, have his ashes laid to rest alongside some of the other fellow people that he served with. Mm-hmm. We don't really know how he becomes a part of this story. I mean, maybe he's being accused of murder, but why would a 95-year-old want to go and murder a bunch of someone or a bunch of people? I don't know.
It could be something from his past.
It could be.
Coming back to catch up. You do a lot of stuff in 95 years.
That is true. But ultimately, this character is described as being a little bit of a curmudgeon, which, you know, I think having grumpy Christopher Lloyd act opposite occasionally grumpy Gibbs could make for at least some interesting conflict.
Yeah, I think so too.
And so this episode, I'm betting, is going to be pretty heavy on a guest star, because if you have Christopher Lloyd, you're not going to give him, you know, two scenes and then like send him on his merry way.
Yeah, this is going to be very Christopher Lloyd heavy. I feel that as well. You can't not have him and not use him as much as possible, but it's also starting to feel a little bit like this is going to be one of these sort of just one and done type episodes. I don't know how much, you know, arc or crossover or cliffhangers we're really going to have with this.
It feels like, yeah, we're just going to get in, we're going to have fun with a good guest star, get out, and then we'll have to wonder what could have been. I mean, obviously, we are going to be left with a lot of questions after this finale, because it wasn't written to be the finale. There were multiple other scripts, including, of course, the 400th episode, which all of us have been collectively looking forward to seeing.
Yeah.
the big question, I think, I mean, we could ask if there's a cliffhanger, but I don't think there's going to be one. I think it's just going to be it.
Yeah, I think that this is just going to be it. We were just talking earlier about tonight's episode, which was, to me, could have been like a perfect end to this season because of the fact that we are going to be short 4 episodes and we're not going to know what's going on with that. And just everything's kind of unsettled in general. I'm okay and would like to not have a cliffhanger this season and just have an episode like we had tonight with Jimmy and KASIE and everybody in this like great heist, and you get in, you have fun, you see all this craziness and nonsense, you wrap it up, and then you move into the new season. Brand new, fresh. We don't have anything that's kind of coming and following into the next season. And I think with this Christopher Lloyd episode, it's kind of sounding like it's going to be a 1 episode, 1 and done, get in there, have a good story, get out. I don't think there's going to be a cliffhanger.
And I think, honestly, there's enough other stress going on in the world right now. I don't think we all need to be sort of collectively just like yelling at our TVs after the episode is over. I've done enough crying because of The Good Doctor this week. I don't need anything else for a little while. So just give us maybe a little bit of peace. But then beyond that, of course, the question then becomes, and we don't have an answer for this, obviously, but what does NCIS do with the scripts that they've already sort of put together? Do you just take them and then paste them to the start of next season? Do you try to change them to reflect something that's going on in the world? Do you just scrap them?
Well, I think it's going to depend on what they had planned, because if this Christopher Lloyd episode is really a lot like tonight's episode where it is just a 1 and done, that kind of opens them up to anything. So if there was a situation where they were kind of like, all right, we were feeling pretty good about these 4 episodes and pretty good about the story that we were going in, but then they have a whole bunch of time to think about something else, and they're like, okay, that was pretty good, but what about this, which could be like even better? We can bring it to that next level. I think things could change depending on just creativity. I mean, we're all at home right now. Maybe the writers are all Skyping with each other and FaceTime and being like, hey, what about this? Oh, what about this? And everything's going into the idea bin right now.
I have heard this said a lot of times. It's like, if there was ever a time for someone to work on that one crazy idea, like now is certainly it.
Yeah, flesh it out.
I'm sure the writers are already cooking up some cool things that they could try to do next season that are going to be fun, that are going to be interesting. I mean, I think the unfortunate reality, is we probably aren't going to be playing that many visits to Slib Street for the rest of this season.
No, I don't think there's anything happening with Ellick Avenue either.
Yeah,
I think most of the ship stuff is going to just kind of be on hold because legit with Christopher Lloyd, I just think that this episode is going to be very, very heavy with him and very heavy with Gibbs. And of course, the team will be there to help out or whatever, but I just don't see room for ships going on in this episode. It's going to be, I think it's a 1 and done. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I really feel like it's going to be good, but...
And I wish that there was some news that we could say, okay, for sure, officially, there's going to be a next season. It hasn't been confirmed. I guess that is kind of the big what if about everything, but it's going to be.
I saw Sean Murray say something online where he was like, yeah, this is happening, and, really sorry that we have to shut down. I'll see all you guys next season. Then everyone's like, next season?
I know.
Oh, he's confirming that it's next season. And then I saw he had to go on and be like, guys, no. I'm not confirming anything. There is no confirmation.
Yeah.
I'm just hopeful kind of thing. So we're all
Sean
hopeful.
Murraying here.
Yeah, we're all Sean Murraying that we're all hopeful there will be another season. I don't know why there wouldn't be, but clearly he's hopeful. We're all hopeful.
So I think, if nothing else, next week, well, I guess a couple weeks, maybe, if it airs then.
Yeah, we just don't know. I'm actually quite surprised that they haven't just said when it's going to be. Like, what are you holding on to?
I'm
just give us the goods.
I know. I think they're probably trying to calculate the best time to do it and to make an event around it and all that. And I get that, but it is just sort of like, give people entertainment right now. We all need entertainment. There will be plenty of time to repeat things.
And we're all home. So just give us some new stuff so that we can all chat about the show and enjoy a good episode. Give us something hopeful to look forward to. Don't hold on to it.
And, rest assured, too, it's not even like when NCIS is over. We'll still be here. We're going to have a lot of fun ideas and stuff to talk through. But let's get your guys' take. How do you want to see NCIS Season 17 end? What do you think about the idea for Episode 20? Be sure to share in the comments. And if you guys do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the store. And we'll see you here next time.